Have you ever gone to the beach thinking that there's got to be treasure just like this, buried underneath your feet in the sand? Well, today we're going to take you out on the beach, show you a couple of different grid patterns that you can use to hopefully increase your chances of finding treasure. If you're a beach goer like I am, you've gone out to the beach and you've seen guys just like this, wandering the shoreline. But what are they looking for? Is there really anything there? Or are they just wandering around aimlessly? And maybe you're not that guy looking for treasure, but you're the guy out there watching him look for treasure. Whether it's in the water or wandering around aimlessly in the dry sand, people literally lose things all over the beach. But what is the best method of making sure that you cover the most area and make sure that it's the most efficient so that you don't miss any targets? The first method that I want to show you guys is the perpendicular grid search. What do I mean by perpendicular? That means we're going perpendicular to the shoreline using straight, long grid patterns. In this aerial view, you'll start noticing the perpendicular lines going up and down the beach. It almost looks like some type of Caribbean crop circle, but these lines actually serve a greater purpose than beaming up cows and doing studies on them. They help you know exactly where you've been, and it allows you to make sure your coil is actually covering the majority of the search area. If you're not finding many targets in this area, you can start to move down the beach and use what I like to call the zigzag or the W method. This is where you're zigzagging up and down the beach until you start hitting a line of targets. Once you find that hot zone, my recommendation to you is zero in on that zone by starting at the epicenter of where you found that first target and then work your way out in a circular pattern. As you continue to work your way around the circle, looking for other targets that were in that hot zone, I recommend dragging your scoop behind you. Do this at any point when you're searching in the dry sand because this is going to allow you to track exactly where you have been. Once you've worked your way out far enough from the circle grid pattern and you haven't found any more targets, it's time to move on and continue down the beach until you stumble upon another hot zone, and then just simply repeat the process. Hopefully this short little tutorial has been helpful for you in figuring out exactly how to search a beach when it's so large and there just seems to be so many different places where people are laying and playing in the sand every day. Let this be a guide to help you find more treasure as you guys keep swinging for the ring.